Coming up on Look Today, well, the grand opening of the historic Park Theater in Glens Falls took place last night. We were there, and we've got details. And South Glens Falls School District is in the final stages of its search for a new superintendent. More on that coming up. Plus, City of Saratoga Springs submits RFPs to help evaluate the issue of parking within the city. I've got those details. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm J. Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, tonight's program, in our weekly look at veterans, I sit down with Frank McClement. Now, he's the director of the Saratoga County Veteran Service Agency, and we're joined by my co-host Cheryl Hage Perez. Very informative interview. I also sit down with Lois Celeste, yes, that Lois Celeste, the executive director of the Saratoga Senior Center, and she's here to talk about a great fundraising event called Music and Mingling to benefit this great organization. Plus, we got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the grand opening of the historic Park Theater in Glens Falls took place last night. The century-old theater has been restored and is now open for a wide variety of productions. More than $3 million was invested to renovate the property, and that includes a grant from Empire State Development. Well, Elizabeth Miller bought that property in 2014. The theater originally did open in 1911. It was the first movie theater in Glens Falls and featured silent films and, of course, vaudeville shows. It was closed in 1935 and was converted to a newspaper printing plant. Well, later on, it was reconverted into a theater, but that closed in 2014. We spoke to Elizabeth Miller about her vision for this venue.
It'll hopefully be a great entertainment space for music and theater and movies and people that want to come in and have weddings and parties, and we'll have a wonderful restaurant downstairs and just another example of what can be done with these old buildings with some vision.
Congratulations to Elizabeth Miller and to Ed Bartholomew and to everyone involved with restoring that beautiful theater. In other news, well, South Glens Falls School District has almost completed its search for a new superintendent. The school district is working with BOCES District Superintendent James Dexter as a search consultant. Well, 2 finalists have been selected. Glenn Hewitt, who is the current superintendent of the Stanford School District, and Christine Orr, who currently works at South Glens Falls School. And they're the 2 finalists. Christine Orr, by the way, was recently received an award for her services at the school. Well, the school is seeking a replacement for the superintendent, Michael Patton, who became Saratoga Springs superintendent. I hope you're following all this. At any rate, we spoke to James Dexter, who's the superintendent of BOCES.
We want to have an opportunity where people get a chance to see the candidates, hear what they're thinking about for their first year in the district, and then also we provide community members and faculty and staff and parents an opportunity to provide direct feedback to the board. So at that meeting, which happens at 5 o'clock next Monday and Tuesday in the high school auditorium, individuals have an opportunity to hear the presentation, ask some questions about that presentation, and also provide feedback to the board.
We don't have any superintendents here at Look Media. Switching from news to weather, today saw mostly cloudy skies. We may even see some snow. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather update here on Look TV. Let's take a look at our national satellite and radar, our new and improved weather graphics from earlier today, and we'll see that weather system moving in towards our area. Rain precipitation chances in the form of a mixture of rain and snow, or even all snow. I know it's late April, but we're still talking about snow in the Glens Falls areas. Here's that quick burst from earlier today, bringing that rain and snow chances thanks to a couple areas of low pressure just off the New England seaboard, and that low pressure moves northeastward into the Canadian Maritimes on your Friday, but we're still getting the lingering effects. We also have a couple of troughs that could bring us a few more additional rain and snow chances. We'll see scattered rain to all snow with little if any accumulation. We'll drop to 32 degrees. We'll have a northwest wind at 7 to 11 miles per hour. Here's our out the door forecast. 7 a.m. rain, basically all snow, 33. And we'll continue to see mainly all snow through the 8 to 9 a.m. hours as we rise into the mid, then eventually upper 30s. We'll shoot for a high of 47 degrees. As any very isolated snow chance will go to all rain. Northwest winds at 8 to 11 miles per hour will drop to 30 Friday night. Saturday, mainly sunny, high of 52 degrees. Full sunshine for Sunday and Monday, highs mid to upper 50s. When we get to Tuesday, even warmer, 63, morning low of 38. So spring is just around the corner across the Glens Falls area and the Capital District as well. That was your first look weather update on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. Okay, back to the news. Well, City of Saratoga Springs has submitted RFPs to help evaluate this issue of parking within the city. Well, city officials are examining and addressing the issue. Paid parking has brought up a lot of discussion and caused a lot of backlash from the public. Though many agree that parking, or lack of, is a big issue in Saratoga, but many are weary of having to pay for it. Many say it could drive business away. Well, various business owners in Saratoga have started petitions against it. A smart parking system implementing the use of phone applications has been proposed. Well, we were at the City Council meeting this week, and Mayor Meg Kelly spoke on the RFP and paid parking in general.
You know, I think that it's premature to think that the council is jamming this through. This is not what we do. We would never do that as a council, and I think that we can all agree on that sitting right here. And I would speak for Commissioner Saratoga, who it's his RFP, that this is something that we take very seriously.
A hot topic for sure. Look, I encourage everyone to check out the Saratoga City Council meeting right here on Look Media. It's available on our TV station. You can check listings. We present it in its entirety, uninterrupted and unedited. And it's also on demand on our website. There was a public comment period that I thought was particularly informative. All right, up next, in our weekly Look at Veterans series, I sit down with Frank McClement. Now, he's the director of the Saratoga County Veteran Service Agency. We're joined by my co-host, Cheryl Hage Perez. A very informative interview. I also sit down with Lois Celeste, Executive Director of Saratoga Senior Center. She's here to talk about a great fundraising event. It's called Music and Mingling to benefit that great organization. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Well, you may be noticing some changes here. I had to apologize the other night because we tried a new camera and I look like a tomato. It's one thing to look my age, it's another thing to look like a tomato. But you saw some new weather graphics tonight. We're still working on that. And we're trying another camera tonight. We will never have the Uber dollars that the affiliates have for ultra high definition. But we're really trying to improve the quality of the picture and just keep pace with it. Of course, what's most important, as always, is the content. Nobody ever did not watch a program because it wasn't high definition. All right. Tonight on Look TV, it's sold. That's our call-in auction program. Great estate, jewelry, and coins. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.